What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're focusing on Chicago Blackhawks first-round pick, 2010 first-round pick, Kevin Hayes possibly not signing with the Blackhawks and going the Justin Schultz UFA status and signing with another team. This is intriguing. I said this going into when Hayes was really hot during the season. Chicago didn't want to sign him last year. He kind of was taking his time to develop, and there were some off-the-ice issues last year in terms of maturity. That seems to all be resolved, and that's what happens when you're growing up, whether you're a hockey player or just a regular college student. You get your ups and downs in life, and that's acceptable. But at the same time, for Hayes' perspective, Chicago had he had a bad year or a subpar year, Chicago might not have signed him, and that's a realistic possibility. And from his perspective, he had an amazing season. He's one of the top scorers in college hockey, and now from his perspective, it's like, oh, well, you know what? Now I have the freedom to do what I want to do, and now Chicago got to be like, well, whoops. But going a step further, supposedly the friction between him and the Blackhawks organization, so they traded his older brother Jimmy to the Florida Panthers, along with Dylan Olsen in the Chris Versteeg Rip Duty trade, and that's just foolish. I don't think that's the case. If it is, then I think he's making a mistake. Because here's the thing, it's a business. You have to do what's best for your hockey team and put a high-quality team on the ice. And it also really worked out for Jimmy Hayes to go to Florida, get consistent NHL minutes, play a top-6 role with the Panthers, albeit they're not as successful as the Chicago Blackhawks. But that's par for the course in terms of it's a business. It is a business in the NHL, and Jimmy got a really kind of a clean slate to to play well and improve his game in Florida. And I'm sure he's grateful for Chicago having faith in him, but at the same time, acknowledging that everything's kind of worked out for him with the Panthers. What I think the situation is that Chicago's a deep team. Let's call it what it is. They got amazing depth. Their organizational, both the NHL level and their organization. Their organizational depth is awesome. You're looking at Ryan Hartman, Teuvo Teravainen, other first-round picks that are coming up that are pretty damn good hockey players. And from Hayes, it's like, it's going to be a tough lineup to crack, and that's his brother had a hard time cracking that lineup. Then he ended up in Florida. So if you're Hayes, you kind of say, well, Edmonton needs help. The Florida Panthers probably need help. I can play with Jimmy in Florida. I think that would be the case he'd go. But to hold resentment against the Blackhawks for that is just stupid. And again, I can't fault them for it. It's easy for me to sit here in my chair and fault Kevin Hayes for that. But Marty St. Louis, Kevin Hayes is 21, 22. Marty St. Louis is, 38, 39? And, he took getting cut from the Canadian Olympic team personally and forced his way out of Tampa. And that's really worked out for, hasn't worked out for him the way he would have liked it. So for the, for Hayes and for the Blackhawks, I think it's a divorce. But I think they do get compensation back. I think they're like the second-round pick. And he can't sign until August 15th, so he's got 90 days, essentially. So we'll see how that works out. Or actually 4 months, 120 days. Anyway, that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ on Kevin Hayes not signing with the Chicago Blackhawks. Stay tuned for more episode 2 of the season and beyond. Later, guys.